Shit. What's good, gang? It's your boy D Wiz, and I'm back at it again with another video, man. Hey. So, I don't know what the fuck I'm gonna do yet, man. We're gonna react to some bullshit. Bruh. Y'all boys. Yo, I ain't gonna lie. Balin Levine and Danny Youngton. Balin Levine and Balin Levine, I think that's his name. And Danny Youngkin, bro, them niggas is down there like, what is this? The Icarly episode. The fuck? What was dark about it? The fuck was dark about this shit? Skip the fucking ad, man. This shit low as fuck for y'all too?
Think about the show. So as we get ready for Paramount Plus's revival of Icarly, which we
Shit
will
was
be
low as
covering
fuck
here on the channel once it comes out, I figured we would take a look more into Icarly. I've recently been rewatching the original show. I also just made an essay video on the series about its perfect timing for when it originally
Bro,
came out.
Icarly,
Check that
Drake
out
and
if you
Josh,
haven't.
Zoe
Some
101,
to put together. But in
carried.
doing the rewatch and seeing
Them
the
shits
episodes
carried my
again, I
year,
really
bro. My
wanted to
childhood,
talk
bro. That
about
shit
the
carried
time
my
that
shit.
The Icarly crew were essentially
Keenan and
kidnapped
Kel,
and raised obsessive
them shits
fans,
carried my
and why
shit, bro.
looking back on this episode was a bit dark. Quickly here at the start, I just want to say thank you for all of the support recently. I am
Why
truly
is this shit on my
appreciative
desk?
of all of you, and all I ask is for you to drop a like on the video as it really helps the video out, and also
If I like it,
hope
I
you
like
enjoy
it.
So the episode that we're talking about today is I, Psycho, and right off the bat you can tell that this is going to be a rather intriguing episode for sure. Maybe it'll be about Neville. He's a little psycho, right? Nah, instead we're gonna focus on a brand new character so increasingly evil it would eventually cause Neville to help out Sam in the Sam and Cat spin-off show. But here is, I guess, the supervillain origin of Nora. This episode spends the beginning half of its double-length
That was a
runtime
weird
building up
bitch.
the awkwardness of Nora, a fan of Icarly who reaches out to them about no one attending her birthday party, and in hopes that since the Icarly crew is going to a convention called Webicon and that her house is 15.
This is fucking crazy. This is fucking crazy. Cause this is the episode that they got trapped downstairs in her basement and shit. And bro, I lied to you not. Every time me and my boy is riding on some cool shit, we just bored chatting and shit, right? And we get into our deep talks and shit. I be like, dog, there's someone locked up in someone's basement right now. And that's just true. It's sad as fuck. It's so sad, but it's true. And bro, we just don't know where they at to help them. It's so sad, bro. Shit is so sad, but it's so fucking true.
Make a surprise visit to her. So, of course, thanks to Carly's good-spirited nature, and drags the gang along to Nora's house, and which doing so shows that Nora and her 87-year-old clown are the only ones there. In a later two-part special, we would actually get to meet said parents who are just as, if not more, weirder than Nora. The pair doesn't fall far from the pear pad. Cut to a little bit later of awkward chit-chat.
Bitch, the apple don't fall far from the tree.
The clown has an aneurysm
Weirdo.
and is taken away in a stretcher. This leaves Nora, a giant wreck, crying profusely and vomiting in the fireplace, as most do. To get her spirits up and give her a party with the people she invited to her school, Carly comes up with the plan to host an impromptu iCarly episode inside of Nora's house. Doing this brings a bunch of students Nora goes to school with to the party, giving her that popular moment she has dreamt of, albeit it's superficial. And here is where the episode, while starting off weird, starts turning a bit dark. I also can't stress this enough. Dark doesn't necessarily mean scary. Darker themes don't have to relate to scaring you.
Yes, the
but at
fuck it
same
do.
time, it also very much.
Yes, the fuck it do. Dark, scary. Yes, the fuck it do. Do not tell me I got clickbaited.
And so please keep that in mind when I make these episodes, that they aren't always going to relate to something being scary as the main factor. Once all the party guests leave the house and it's just Nora
So why the
and
fuck
the
would we
Icarly
watch it?
crew, they for some reason can't find their luggage they brought, so they can leave and head to the convention. Nora
Don't
says
piss
she
me
hid it
off.
away downstairs so the guests wouldn't mess with it. They all follow her downstairs, wherein which Nora's father has a soundproof recording booth for his job as a jingle maker for various brands. She ends up locking them inside the sound booth and holds them captive for the reasons of not wanting her to lose them as friends and in some ways her newfound popularity. The back half of the episode now plays out like a non-accident based version of Misery, which is a Stephen King story about a crazed fan holding captive a famous author. Through this, Nora and her chicken Maurice sit outside the sound booth annoying the Icarly trio, driving them to near insanity. From music to Mad Libs, she constantly keeps an upbeat spirit as they slowly get angry and more aggressively mad towards her. They can't call or text anyone to help because she stole their phones and even reached out to all their relatives pretending to be them, saying that they are fine. She also reached out to Webicon as Carly to say they were canceling their appearance, which is kind of scary that she knew how to do all this stuff, almost like maybe she's kidnapped someone famous before? Nah, I'm just looking too deep into things. For the entire weekend, they are trapped in this sound booth with getting one meal of Chinese food. And this is where Sam sharpens a duck bone and picks the lock after diverting Nora back upstairs for a moment. She picks the lock, but as they make a break for it, Nora comes back downstairs in a Richard Nixon mask while wielding an axe, scaring the gang back into the booth where she locks it once more. With no way out, Carly comes up with a plan to reach out to Gibby for help, without directly reaching out to him for help. This way, she can evade Nora's suspicions of them doing any kind of obvious activity that would result in them reaching out to someone. She asks if she can send Gibby a birthday video message, and within that message, they leave another cryptic message that even Gibby could figure out, where every fourth word would be the real message about them being kidnapped by Nora. Gibby receives the message, and after figuring out everything and putting it together, hops on a train to Olympia with his
What was the
brother
message?
Duffy.
What was the message? I want to find the fucking message. Give me a second. I gotta find this damn message. What the fuck was the message, dog? Fuck, my candle in the way. We gonna find this shit. Gibby message.
Hey, Spencer? Spence? Where'd he go? Ooh, a note. This is from Carly, Sam, and Freddie. Nice. Wait, it's not my birthday.
Happy birthday, Gibby! Sorry we can't be with you on your special day, but at least you got to spend the 4th of July with us.
Yeah, we're always together every 4th of July.
Every 4th,
Word,
every 4th.
word,
And now here's our birthday message to you.
which starts now.
Hi, Gibby.
Have the greatest birthday.
Go crazy. Kiss your pretty girl. Sorry we're still trapped at Webicon. Forgive us.
Oh shit. Did y'all peep that? I ain't peeped that when I was younger.
Gibby.
Have the greatest birthday.
Go crazy.
Her birthday.
Hi, Gibby.
Have the greatest birthday.
Birthday's her birthday.
Go crazy. Kiss
Birthday crazy
your pretty girl.
girl. Birthday crazy girl.
Sorry we're still trapped at
Birthday crazy girl trapped.
Webicon. Forgive us.
Birthday crazy girl trapped us.
Have fun.
And please make sure you save some cake for us.
Save us.
Happy birthday!
Oh my god.
Happy birthday! You know it's not my birthday. Something suspicious going on.
Every 4th.
Word,
Every 4th.
word.
Every 4th. Word.
Fuck is
Every
that?
4th. Word.
I don't understand the every fourth part, but I get the other part. Did I just close that out? Oh no.
and busts down Nora's front door. This causes them to get into a full-on WWE SmackDown match throughout the house and down the stairs to the basement. And while Gibby is taking down Nora, Guppy snatches the key and lets out the crew. Nora is knocked out and the police are called on her as the trio, Gibby and Guppy, head back home safe and sound. This also leads Nora down an even crazier path for a return in a two-parter episode, I Still Psycho, as well as the Icarly and Victoria spin-off, Sam and Cat, like we mentioned earlier. She really gets quite the major villain arc, and it looks like her arc may not be
She
over,
look like a
as in
villain.
the new iCarly trailer for Paramount Plus, we can clearly see Nora is back. And based on the fact that Spencer tases himself, it means that he was probably just as shocked to see her as we all are. So only time will tell what her role is to play going forward. While a lot of this is played for laughter, the crew were still held captive for a whole weekend with minimal food and no contact to the outside world by a crazed, awkward fan with no social cues. Take out the laugh track and the whole vibe changes. It's not a bad episode though by any means. I think the way they built up Nora throughout the episode leading to her kidnapping them was done quite well. She starts off as just this awkward girl, but when the people she is obsessed with are nice...
Your parents abandoned you. Nobody showed up to your party. Then your clown burped and had an aneurysm. How could you have had a worse birthday?
Or sometimes nice to her and help her amass some semblance of popularity with her peers, creating this connection in her brain that in order to keep this taste of the life she's wanted, she must keep them around as friends even if it's against their will. There are definite darker correlations to real-life influencers dealing with a fan or a supposed fan going too far as the online space has grown into what it is now. So seeing it in today's light rather than watching it when it first came out shines a new perspective on that. Yeah, this isn't far off from similar stories that have happened since. And one more time, yes, this episode was played for comedy, it still has its silly, ridiculous moments and means no intentional harm by it. But like how I spoke about this show in relation to the rise of content creators in the online space in my previous iCarly video, this shows once again how tapped in the show was to said space and what it will become, whether you feel a certain way about how this episode portrays it or not. So yeah, that was a darker episode of iCarly, and watching it again now, knowing just how weird some people on the internet...
Shut the fuck up. WVid.